Facebook land. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I just thought that this was a perfect time to do the video that I spoke about on yesterday on my post. First, let me clear up something. I believe my post was a little confusing. I believe a lot of people thought I was saying that I've been diagnosed with cancer again or something. But no, thank you, Jesus. I'm 12 years strong and all is well with me. But I have been giving some news from a few people, one being very, very, very meaningful to me. Miss Rita Taylor, who I give so much credit to, besides Tico Productions, for allowing my entertainment journey to be as successful as it is today. She has been diagnosed with breast cancer, and at the peak of her life, I would say. And I clearly understand what that feels like, being diagnosed when everything is going good. Everything seemed to just be on the up and up, for real. I was faced with that myself and knew that getting diagnosed of such during a period in your life where it seemed that everything you've always dreamed of is finally happening. But I want to say this to someone who is dealing with cancer. Your sickness is not unto death. It is for God's glory. You might not see it right now, but believe me when I say He brought you to it. He will definitely not leave you at this point. But I will say this also. I'm also sick of not only the devil, but I'm sick of people who think because a person is someone in the community or someone in spiritual authority or someone who is just, I guess, let me just say it like this. I don't care who you are, what your status is, or your financial position. When the word cancer is told to you, believe me when I tell you. Oh, whoa. Believe me when I tell you. It is one of the most fearful, devastating moments that you will ever experience in life. Let me say this, because first and foremost, we know people and we know the word alone speak death in a lot of cases. But I'm grateful that I'm one to live and be able to say what I'm saying to someone who is on the journey. I don't care, as I said, who you are. Because believe me, when I was diagnosed, when I tell you, I believe I'm saved, sanctified, fire baptized, water dipped, Bible quoting, tongue talking, woman of God, demon chasing, all of that. But when I tell you, when my doctor said, Miss Monroe, I'm sorry to inform you that you have cancer. When I tell you Jesus and the disciples didn't walk in the room, Satan the Lord rebuke you, didn't become a praise. By your stripes I'm healed, didn't leap out of my mouth. The only two things that happened to me, fear struck my body, and the only thing that came out of my mouth was, am I going to die? I did not get deep. I did not say, oh, I'm going to put it in God's hand. Let me tell you something. I can only speak for me. God wasn't even a thought at that moment in my life. When I tell you I was so devastated, I thought I had it going on. I just moved to a new city of Dallas, Texas. Everything was going just great. I was 4 months away from one of the biggest productions I thought that I could ever encounter. On my road of purpose and on my new journey, I thought. When I tell you, after I was diagnosed, tears that I never thought I had that much water in my body in my entire life. I shed more tears then I think I ever shared in my entire life. And when I tell you the devastation was very real, I didn't walk through my door when I went home. I crawled through the door with tears, 2 days, sitting by the wall, saying why? Why this? Why that? Why? Huh. I could not believe it. I mean, I'm like, what, Lord, really? I don't do anything. I never been smoke. I never been drinker. There ain't nobody in my family got no cancer. I was the first. It doesn't matter about none of that. When it comes, it comes. It has no difference on what your lifestyle is being really. But I will say this, if I don't say nothing else, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to be ashamed. I was ashamed. I felt like I had to apologize because I felt that someone was looking at me because I'm spiritual and they thought that I was so strong and, oh Lord, if I ain't quoting the scripture, if I ain't acting like I got faith, then I must don't believe that God can heal me. Or no. Don't listen to that, because I'm telling you, be as real as you can with yourself during this time and this hour. Also, your attitude and how you handle the journey is very important. You want to stay positive. Cry if you must cry. Say all your whys if you might have to, because you will. And not only that, I want to also say, do what the doctors say do. Don't get deep. I try to get deep. You know, there's a difference between faith and foolishness. You know, I try to get deep and say, I ain't having no surgery. Oh, God gonna heal me. Oh, I believe all of that. But I decided I wasn't gonna be foolish and not do anything. I started not to do no treatments, no chemo, no surgery, no nothing. Oh, I'm just gonna let God do it. I know a lot of folks like that, and they're in the grave now. So I'm sure if God had plans to do something else, He wouldn't allow the doctors to be as qualified as they are. So please do what the doctors tell you to do. If you have to have a second opinion, do that, if that gives you peace, because I did. And the results were still the same. Of course, I had radical mastectomy, meaning the removal of the whole breast. And I had 3 masks in one breast. And I also want to say this. And if you are someone who is in position, high position, as I told Rita, you're the face of breast cancer. We think that because we're just everyday people, some of us are not just everyday people. Some of us have a voice. Some of us, people look at their life and they're encouraged by their life. I'll say this. I think I'm an icon. Yes, I do. Oh, I think I'm somebody. Believe I do. And I believe if you can celebrate me at the highs of my life, surely you can celebrate me at the lows. And I believe, for no other reason, when I was on the journey, that there was a reason. First of all, the devil can't do anything without God allowing it. So only God knows His intended purpose for your journey. But please understand that your sickness is not unto death. And if God brought you to it, He will take you through it. And a lot of times God does things that we don't understand, and sometimes just to get our attention. But I honestly have to say, and this is only for me, I thank God for my journey. Had it not been for my journey, I don't believe I would be where I am today. Because when I tell you, after the experience, it's after I went through all of that, a new revelation of who God was and what He had planned for me, and my intended purpose showed up during that hour, believe it or not. And I'm not saying that will be your same case, but what I am saying, if He brought you to this, it ain't by accident. And for those who are in high places, use this moment as a tool in which God is adding a notch in your purpose. Be the voice. Speak out about it. Don't go into shame. Don't allow your family, because this is another thing. And we have to allow our families to deal with the cancer the best way they know how as well, because cancer affects everyone in the family. And just because you think, oh, well, I think this should be a family thing, or I think that, we should just keep it among ourselves and not share with, everyone. And that's fine too. If that's how you see you should do it, you do it that way. But I'm just saying, don't be ashamed of it. Be the face of it. And let the devil know that just because this ball has been thrown your way, that you're still not giving up in spite of it. Oh, will you have your days? Yes, you will. Oh, it ain't over just because you were diagnosed. The journey has just begun. But believe me, your faith is very important. How you deal with it, the attitude and handling it. Not only that, your support system is very important. Very, very important. And I personally don't think nothing is wrong with letting everybody know. Because when I tell you the best support I could have ever had was from those who didn't know my name. They just knew this is a woman I see on Facebook that encourages my heart. I believe I'm someone that encourages, that motivate, that minister, that uplift people in so many, many ways. So why would I not dare allow those same people, as well as my family and friends, be in that same midst of the fire that I came to, and allowing me to know that I am still human, I'm still worthy to be celebrated, and not only am I still worthy to be celebrated, but God, even in this, still gets glory. But I want to just be a voice today, just to encourage all of those who are on the journey, no matter what type of cancer you may have, those who have battled the journey and are still surviving, and those who have not yet been to the door to go down the journey. I'm saying to you, bless those, pray for those, and understand that cancer attacks everyone, male and female alike. You are not exempt from having cancer. But at the same time, I just hope that something I said has blessed someone. I just wanted to, just, I just don't even know. But I just wanted to say, don't be ashamed. Allow the Lord to minister to you on the journey. Use this moment to bless someone else. You just never know. You just never know, just because you've been diagnosed, how much of a blessing you can be to someone else. You don't know what God is doing and why He's allowing it to happen, why He's allowing the journey to be your journey. You just don't know. But at the same time, don't hide it. But at the same time, y'all ain't me. I'm very open with my life. But at the same time, if you in a position, I say, show the devil I can still shine in the midst of it. And even though I'm devastated, even though I'm ashamed, even though I'm devastated and I'm fearful, please understand that I'm still human. But at the same time, know that we all